our first guest tonight from many, many great movies and a great TV show, too. His latest is another great one. He is behind the camera with the story of one of the most compelling prison breaks of all time. It's called Escape at Dannemora.
Maybe we should go back in. Are you kidding me? Let's steal a car.
We gotta go west into the mountains. They're not gonna find us there. We lay low for a few weeks, let everything calm down, and when we get to Route 11, then we get a car, and we go wherever the we want. We did it, bro. Look. We're free.
Escape at Dannemora airs Sunday nights on Showtime. Please welcome Ben Stiller. See you.
Guys, it's very nice people.
And boy, the show, I've been watching the show. It's fantastic.
Thank you, man.
You've been nominated for what, a couple of Golden Globes, I believe, SAG Award or
Critics' Patricia, for a SAG Award and
five
then,
Critics' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
And
weird,
that's
that never
what it's
ever
about,
happens.
the awards, right?
It's
I mean, that's
the reason we do it.
That's why we do this.
Yes. No, I never have been associated with anything really that's gotten nominated for anything for a long time.
Interesting. Is that true?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Okay.
But I'm really, happy for the people who worked on the show. We worked really hard on it, and we're all really proud of it.
I remember this story when it was in the news, and I remember thinking, like, this is a great story, but you were smart enough to go, oh, this is a great story, I should make something out of it.
Yes. I mean, it was compelling and just fascinating to me that these two guys could break out of a prison in 2015, in this day and age, with all the technology in the world, and actually saw their way out of their cells and seduced this woman who worked in the tailor shop of the prison where they all sewed uniforms for other prisoners.
Yeah.
And, somehow convince her to help them escape and then hopefully all go off to Mexico together.
And you somehow convinced the prison to let you shoot the show there, which, if I was in charge of the prison, I don't think I would, I don't know if I'd want a show about our biggest mistake.
Yes. Yes. They were kind enough to let us film there. We got a little help from the governor, Governor Cuomo.
Nice.
And we actually formed some really great relationships with the people who work there because I think by opening it up to us, we were able to tell the story in a more full way, in a more realistic way, and really show all sides of what was going on there because it's a complicated, ecosystem there.
Right. Well, sure, it's prison.
It's
very prison-like.
It's prison, which is not fun. That's one of the
Everyone
lessons
should go and check out a prison, right? I think it really. I've been to a prison, and it makes you think twice about everything.
Have you performed at a prison?
Well, if you want to call it that, yeah. I mean, I was there on show business, yes.
Right.
But,
I hear you. Yeah.
So, is there a protocol you have to go? Like, are you cavity searched each day?
No. Well, when we went to shoot at Clinton, we had to get, we had to get go through a metal detector. We had to, take ID pictures, and basically they trusted that they didn't cavity search us. No.
Boy, imagine if they did lock Hillary up and sent her to Clinton. That would be something, wouldn't it?
That would be, kind of crazy.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm stupid, and
No, I hear you. But it was pretty wild. I mean, we got to shoot on the yard, the north yard of this prison, which has been there for about 150 years. So it's just an incredible space. It's overlooking the Adirondacks.
50 years. Wow.
Yeah, and we actually there are these courts that the prisoners have. They can sign up for, and they can hang out and have sort of rec time outside. And we actually found a shiv that was buried in one of the courts.
Really?
Yeah. Well, one of our art directors found it, and then he had to tell the CO, the corrections officer, and then the person who was in that court got in trouble.
Wow.
I don't know what happened to him, but probably something not good.
He was probably stabbed, yeah. Right. That's crazy. And now the part when I don't want to. I guess we can't really give it away because it's a news story. But they escaped through like a drain pipe and a tunnel.
I mean, we're kind of halfway into the series now. But basically, they cut their way out of the backs of their cells with these hacksaw blades that Tilly brought to them, that she put in hamburger meat that she delivered through a guard. And then they cut their way through the backs of the cells, went down the catwalk, found their way to the outer wall of the prison, found a steam pipe there. And they realized that the steam pipe had shut off for the summer, and they could cut their way into the steam pipe, go about 7 feet to the other side of the wall that the steam pipe went through, cut their way out, and then go out a manhole cover.
I wonder why I always find myself rooting for the murderers to get out of prison, you know? It's like you're just on their
hard.
side.
You know, when you're watching a prison escape story, it's hard not to be sort of rooting for the people who are trying to escape, because we all think about, you know, how do you do it? And it's kind of fascinating how they did it, but they were, you know, definitely felons, and they did bad things.
How old are your kids now?
My daughter is 16 and a half, almost 17, and my son is 13.
Have they seen Daddy's prison show?
Yeah, I took my daughter to the premiere of Daddy's Prison Show.
Oh.
And I forgot. I mean, I sort of put it out of my mind that the first scene, like, is there's illicit sex happening in the prison back room.
Yeah.
And it's pretty graphic. And I sat next to my 16-and-a-half-year-old daughter, and my peripheral vision was not working at the time.
What?
I just turned it off.
Did she like it? No, I didn't mean it that way. Was your son jealous that she got to go see this?
She Instagrammed it, so I think that means.
Oh, that's good.
Like,
yeah, if they Instagram it, that's a positive sign.
No, my son didn't go, but I did as sort of a makeup. His teacher, his English teacher, asked me to come and speak to his English class.
About this?
No, not about this. Just, I didn't actually know what it was about. He just said, "Would you come and talk to the kids?" I was like, "Sure, I'll come. I'd be happy to." And then he sent me an email. His name is Larry. He's a great teacher.
Really?
Yeah. They call the teachers by their first names. It's a progressive school.
Even if it's Larry, huh?
Yeah. And then he said, "All right, well, here's the deal. You're going to show up at 8 a.m. You'll be there till about 3 p.m. There'll be a lunch break." And I was like, I just thought I was talking to my son's English class. He's like, "No, you're talking to all 7 sections of the English class."
Wow.
Yeah. And
Like, I got to get to prison.
yeah. And then he said, "So what's your lesson plan? Do you need any support, like a PowerPoint or anything?" Like, lesson plan? I thought I was talking to the kids and just, like, answering questions. And then he asked for my bio. He said, I want to give the kids your bio so they'll know who you are.
Oh, wow.
So then I was, like, going through my bio, and I'm editing and thinking, okay, well, you know, like, it says, hey, you know, played vacuous male model Derek Zoolander, played sadistic fat camp fitness instructor in heavyweights, played a guy having a nervous breakdown in Brad Stanton. I'm like, this is going to go to my 7th grade son's, you know, friends.
Yeah.
And then my son is also saying, like, he doesn't even want me to pretend like I know him. I should just ignore him.
Oh, boy.
Incredibly embarrassed.
Great.
So it was,
That's terrific.
it was really stressful. I ended up showing a clip of Night at the Museum where I have a scene with Attila the Hun, because he wanted me to talk about the power of words.
That's smart, yeah.
And so we're just doing kind of gibberish with each other. And each class that would come in, I, you know, sort of gauge how good an audience they were.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if they liked it or not.
Who was the best?
Well, it got better as the day went along. But I realized I was judging these kids on whether or not they thought I was funny.
You're right. Sure. That's what you do.
And then that was what it was all about. And then, you know, at the end of the day, they wrote me thank you notes, which was really nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and then they asked me a lot of questions, too, just about, like,
What do they want to know from you?
Well, they wanted to know if I knew other famous people.
Right.
Did I know Drake?
Drake, yes. That's all they care about, these kids. And do you know Drake?
I have sat next to Drake at a basketball game.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that counts.
You scored some points there. Ben Stiller is here. His show's called Escape at Dannemora. We'll be right back after this. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. An evil wizard has trapped me inside this YouTube video. Click subscribe to help me escape.